Hello everybody and welcome to our trimester 2 and the unit we're going to begin with. It's called Unit 3A, Expressions and Equations. So the very first mission will talk about how to solve one-step equations. We will have some practice assignment that is also called one-step equations, worksheet 1 and 2. You will see the packet stapled together and you may begin with these examples after we are done with the lesson. So, the question when we talk about equations is always to think about, are you balanced? And the reason for this question is because we have equation in equal sign given. It means that if I separate this into left side and right side, we want to balance this. And the reason for that is because when we solve for the variable and we go back to the original equation, for example, and substitute with the value for the variable, we have to get left side equal to the right side. So balance is all about equations, making sure we balance left side and the right side. So let's go ahead and start solving one-step equations. Now everybody can see that we have one variable here. This variable is unknown. So we're going to solve the equation to get and find out what this variable is equal to. So the equation is n plus 10 equals 4. In order to solve for n, we have to undo operation or cancel out a number that is added or subtracted to the variable in order to take this off and move it to the other side of the equation. So how is that possible? It is possible when we do always the opposite sign of the given one. So if this one is n plus 10, then the opposite will be minus 10 on both sides. So again, to balance our scale, whatever we do on the left side, we do the same thing on the right side. Very important thing to remember. So plus 10 minus 10, both of those cancel because they are 0. And what we have left is just n equals 4 minus 10 is negative 6. Now the good news here are that because our main focus will be on solving equations, if you have still some questions about adding, subtracting integers, please go ahead and use the calculator to get your right answer on the end. So you will be allowed to use calculators, and we're gonna learn the steps to solve equations. So let's take a look at the next equation. We have 20 equal c minus 4. 20 equal c minus 4. Go ahead and circle the variable. Variable is the one that needs to stay there. We don't want to cancel or move this variable. So what do we need to do? We want to cancel the number that is subtracted from the variable. And we said in order to do this, we got to do the opposite sign. So if this is minus 4, the opposite will be plus 4 on each side. So negative 4 plus 4 cancel, and here's what we have left. 20 plus 4 is 24 equal c, and I just got my final answer. Right? Same thing with the third question. Draw your line and circle the variable. We have g minus 15 equals 45. Well, again, minus 15, the opposite will be plus 15 on each side. Those two cancel, so g is equal to 60. Final answer. Alright, very good. So we will continue. We have plenty of examples like this, and we will continue practicing with. And the next one given is 14 is equal to negative 9 plus r. Okay, so here's the variable. We save the variable and gonna cancel this. So negative 9, the opposite will be plus 9 on each side. Those two are 0. On the left side we have 14 plus 9, which is 25, equals to, and variable r. Next answer done. Next example, draw a line. We have 25 is equal to m plus 12. So circle m stays safe. This is plus 12, so the opposite will be minus 12 on each side. Okay, 25 minus 12 is 13 equals m. Final answer. Okay, I hope you're doing good so far. It's not so difficult. We just do one step equation at the time. Negative 9.4 is equal to y minus 12. Well, we have a decimal, but the steps are the same. Not a big deal. So we save y, and we want to cancel the number that goes through the variable. So plus 12 here, plus 12. These two cancel. Well, remember, you can use your calculator. So negative 9.4 plus 12 will give us 2.6, and that will be equal to y. Alright, so I'm gonna say pause the video, try those two on your own. Come on, they're pretty, I think, pretty easy to follow, because you know, you can look through what you already did earlier and just follow the same steps. So pause the video and check with me in a couple minutes. Alright, go for it. Okay, so I'm back and you're checking with me now. So 0.32 is equal x plus 8.4. Now, remember we save x, so minus 8.4 on each side, 8.4. And we're gonna get that, so in this case, I need to use the calculator too, just to make sure I got the right answer for the decimal points. So I'm gonna type 0.32 minus 8.4 on the calculator, and we get negative 8.08 answer. That will be my x. Okay, so that will be the answer here. For the next one, g minus 23 equals negative 18. We want g by itself, so plus 23 plus 23, those two cancel. G will be equal to negative 18 plus 23 will give us 5. Alright, one more question here. We have fraction, but again, nothing to worry about. We just learned practiced how to multiply, add, subtract fractions, and those two are the same common denominator, so we will get that quickly. Okay, so it's positive 1/4. We're saving x, so we will do minus 1/4. If you don't see sign in front of the number, remember it's always positive number, so the opposite will be minus 1/4 here, minus 1/4 here. Okay, those two cancel. 3/4 minus 1/4 will give us 2/4, which is equal to x. And some of you probably are thinking now, do we need to simplify it? Sure, why not? So 1/2 equals x. Either one of those two answers will be our final solution for this example. Okay, well, I hope everybody is doing okay right now.